Thank you for being here tonight. We are meeting for the Standing Committee on Governance and Employee Issues. And Madam Vice Chair, could you please do a roll call?
Absolutely. Member Johnson?
Here.
Member Clancy?
Here.
And Member McCullough? Here.
Thank you. We're meeting tonight and we're just looking to we have one item on our agenda tonight just to get it completed. It is GB 2-240 from the administration, which is to consider the adoption of the employee social media policy. And I know that we have the actual policy in our backup, and I know Jennifer Boulay is here from administration. Ms. Boulay, I'm not sure if you have anything to add at this point regarding the policy.
Just for background for the members' purposes to remind you why we're here today, the district negotiated what was at that point in time called a superintendent's bulletin, which was how the district had previously communicated to employees its expectations around certain performance areas. There were approximately 38 of these bulletins. They were distributed by the superintendent's office, and when a new bulletin would arise, when necessary, the superintendent's office and the HR office would engage with the various unions to negotiate a bulletin. You would negotiate a bulletin if the contents of the bulletin impacted the working condition of members. So prior to 2016, which is when I joined the district, prior to that time, the previous human resources director engaged with the EAW to develop a bulletin on social media policy. That was appropriately bargained, and there's a settlement agreement where both sides agreed to it. A few years ago, the committee adopted a different social media policy. You did it in mass as part of all of your MASC policies. You did not explicitly vote on this one. You voted on a bunch of them together. We attempted to discipline or consequence an employee in accordance with your MASC policy. And at the time, the union brought forward what's called an unfair labor practice. They said that the policy that we were attempting to enforce was not viable because we had not bargained it. So we are currently in the process of litigation, and the EAW has said that they will drop the litigation if the school committee agrees to replace your current policy with the previous superintendent's bulletin that was negotiated that is also addresses social media. That's the background. I will also say that as somebody that has worked with both of these policies, I do not think that the administration, I don't think that we are compromising anything by adopting the policy that was negotiated. It's a viable policy. We've used it multiple times. It works for what we need it to work for. And I don't think that there's any harm to the district in reverting to this old negotiating policy. And I do think there's a benefit to the district because the EAW will drop the litigation. One more thing is that the committee can certainly ask administration to re-engage with the EAW if you find that the previously negotiated policy, which we're asking you to adopt tonight, if you find that that isn't quite what you like, there's nothing to preclude us from revisiting it with the EAW. The purpose of your vote tonight is to correct a procedural issue that has landed us at the Labor Relations Board because we didn't negotiate.
Thank you. I'll now turn to either of my colleagues to see if you have any questions regarding this. Member Johnson?
No questions.
Okay. Vice Chair McCullough?
No, actually, Ms. Boulay did a very good job of clarifying that and explaining it. So my only question would have been, does it put us in a poor position as far as the policy? But I appreciate that explanation. So I'm all set.
Thank you. And I echo Vice Chair McCullough's words that I agree. I think that you did a great job explaining it. And and possibly something that we could have administration look into a little bit more. So I do thank you. So at this point, I would like to make the motion that we move to adopt the policy, the employee social media policy. Vice Chair McCullough, could you please do a roll call?
Yes, Member Clancy,
Yes.
Member Johnson,
Yes.
and Member McCullough, yes.
Laura, I'm here.
Oh, good. We couldn't see you, Helen.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay,
All right.
And
We'll defer to you for the rest.
that's all right.
oh, we didn't see you, Helen.
Okay. I was about 3 minutes late. It was 3 past
Oh, no
5.
problem. It's back to you then. The
wait.
ball's in your court.
I think
And I
you.
don't see you on the screen either.
Oh, she said you did. It's all right. The
That's
motion-
fine.
There you are.
There you are, Helen.
I don't need to be.
Do we need to do another roll call or are we good with the
I think you're
motion?
fine.
Okay, perfect. And
Approve what was there?
yes,
Okay, thank you.
yeah, thank you. And at this point, that's actually our only item on our agenda for this evening. So Madam Clerk, if you could please do a roll call to end the meeting?
Member Johnson? Vice Chair?
Yes.
McCullough
Yes.
and Chair Clancy.
Yes, thank you. And everyone have a good evening. Thank you.
You too.
Thank you.